Vaevictis was one of the first all-female esports teams to join a high-level league, and they were also the first all-female organization to join a high-ranking League of Legends league, and unfortunately, they have set less than impressive records with being defeated 28 times in a row. The team that had no wins during their two splits have actually been removed from the LCL due to very poor performance. All-female League of Legends team Vaevictis kicked out of the LCL. The first all-female lineup to compete in the top division of League of Legends, Vaevictis, has been kicked from Russia's LOL Continental League after a series of poor results. Riot Games Russia released a statement which says the roster had an unacceptable level of competitiveness in a closed league, as Vaevictis failed to win a single game in both the spring and summer splits last year, and last summer the team had an average of 27 deaths per game, 10 more than the next highest in the league, and had the shortest average game duration in the LCL of 22 seconds. Now, there has been a lot of controversy surrounding this team, and it wasn't due to the fact that they were women. A lot of people truly do not see women and instantly think that they're a joke and that they can't compete with men in esports. I, among many other people, want women to succeed, to do great things and set some amazing records in esports, but the problem was the fact that they were not at the competitive level of every other player in the Continental League, and yet they were handed entries into it. While I do want women to be represented in esports, I also want them to be treated the same as their male counterparts. I want them to have to work for their spots in leagues, and I want them to have to show their skills in order to keep those spots. It's really only fair. Now, one of the players on the team, Anastasia, also known as Helma, actually talked to Inven Global briefly on how she felt about the situation, challenges the team overcame, and one part really stuck out to me when the interviewer asked why she thought the team was underperforming, because the answer that she gives is a little off mark for me. Do you mind if I ask why you think the team was underperforming? Huh? We are just diamond players, when other players were like challenger and above. And it's not about being male or female. You can take 5 boys from Diamond and they will have the same performance, plus some girls were auto-filled. First of all, the interviewer never infers to their gender. In no way did I interpret that question as, do you think because you're all women that is the reason why you underperformed? She's on the defensive in this interview, and you can kind of tell just by that answer alone. But going back to the answer that she gave, so if all of the other competitors were challenger and above, but you were all diamond players, how did you get into the league in the first place? Was it because they wanted more diversity in the league and media coverage, so they were specifically looking for half-decent females that could maybe get away with even being part of it? She obviously is trying to defend the team and find an excuse, but this answer leads me to more questions about how they even made it into the tournament if their rank was so far below the other teams. To add to the negativity surrounding the team, the League of Legends Reddit is actually in damage control mode currently, removing and locking any coverage and discussions on the team by claiming sexism, that the threads surrounding the team have been filled with sexist comments. And I just want to say that I am sure that there has been some negative comments made by people in these threads. I am not saying that those comments do not exist on the internet, but censoring people that are trying to discuss a public situation like this one is only going to make players more frustrated. And even if we look back at the Blizzard situation with Warcraft 3, they were doing the same thing, and back to the Blitzchung situation, they were doing the same thing, and that ended up in less sales and less viewers for their competitive events. To me, this whole situation is disappointing. I would love for more female players to be prominent figures in esports, but I do believe that they deserve to be treated as equals to the males that play the games. They deserve opportunities into these leagues, but they also need to show the skill to back that up. I am not going to make the claim that there will ever be as many females in esports as males. I think that esports are something that women can compete equally to men in, but the reason why we're not seeing many, if any, females that are competing with men is because there aren't as many females playing these games. Therefore, the pool of players is so much smaller. Hopefully, as time goes on, that pool gets bigger and we see better and better female players, but right now they just don't exist in these games, and it is no excuse for them to put an all-female team that is underranked into a competition like this. It does a disservice to females that want to play any of these games competitively. Showing them being beaten like this is a mistake. They should be playing against players that are similarly ranked to them. So let everyone know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Do you think that they should have never been part of this league to begin with? Did you watch any of their matches, and did you like the team? If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like, subscribe, and share this video. But of course, if you did not, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way. But I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.